Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us to the Meli Belli Show. We are on location in Hollywood. I'm not going to say whose house yet because it's a surprise, like most of my guests. It's been really exciting. I've been having a lot of fun interviews with my fellow artists, and most of them have been friends of mine for the last, 10 years, and a few newcomers, which is really cool. Um, so I just wanted to pay some respect to the last three people who have been influences in my life in music. Whitney Houston, Etta James, and Amy Winehouse. I feel really saddened by these losses because their music were very helpful in a lot of my life, from broken hearts to just lounging around, cleaning, or just dealing with things. So it's really sad that their lives had to end so soon. So this past week, it's been, well, last few days, it's been just like thinking about Whitney Houston's songs and how it's affected my life. And so for the next week, I'll be singing a lot of those songs at karaoke. So any of you who know me, you know there's going to be a lot of Whitney singing. Okay, so that's that. Some great news on a positive note. I'll be hosting 3 nights in Burbank and Glendale. Winchester Room, Wednesday nights, as always, from 8 to 11. Thursday nights at Office Bar and Grill off of Victory and Hollywood Way. And Michael's Bar and Grill on Sunday nights from 9 to 11 on Olive. But you can find all this information on Open Mics, mikes.org, or go to melibellyshow.com, and you'll get all the details there. So tonight's guest has been a friend of mine for the past 10 years, and he gave me my first debut opener spot at the Comedy Store main stage last year, May 15th, 2011. What? It was really special because I had a lot of family and friends come out and support me, and his shows are always ballistic. Really exciting because he always has lots of great talent, from headliners like Angelo Sucaris, Sam Tripoli, and Darren Carter, who were in that lineup, and Miss Lucy Cara. What? So I just wanted to give him a little interview about his start and what he's been doing and what he's up to, and he has a show coming up next week. So I thought, what a great way to promote and get to know Mr. Ara Basil. Woo!
What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to the Meli Belli Show. It's an honor to be a part of this.
Yes. Thank you for joining me in your home.
Oh, did I have a choice? You came in with your laptop and said, let's turn it on.
I was like, this is a simple production. It's going to be called either Kudo Productions, or what do you think? Or Die Hard Productions.
I don't know. I have no idea. Whichever one you choose.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say your mom made some delicious coffee.
She
Thank
did.
you.
Point the cup real quick. Look at that. Mine says New York. Where is it?
Wait,
I can't even see the camera.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yours says Los Angeles, and mine says
New York, New York.
New York. See, this is what Armenians do. We travel the world and we find little small ceramic mugs because they're perfect for our coffee.
Yummy, delicious.
I also have Las Vegas, Fort Lauderdale, and Niagara
Cheers.
Falls. Cheers.
Do you think, does she read cups?
No, she doesn't. My
Okay.
father, God rest his soul, was our reader in the family. But yes, now we have to pay like everybody else.
It's funny, my mom reads cups, so does my aunts, and now they've passed down that gift to me.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
it's really interesting. If you pay attention, you can, if you have an imagination and you have a gift, and some coffee.
Sure.
you can maybe-
I've always thought it was a con, so to speak. I mean, look, when I was growing up, my dad would always accuse me of being on drugs. And the first thing he would do after dinner was pick up his coffee cup, tilt it, and start seeing whale scales, bags of money, trees, and monkeys, and all that stuff. And I'm the one on drugs. Okay.
I know my aunt yesterday, she was reading my cup and she was like, I see a camel. He goes, camel is good.
Exactly.
Good news.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, Auntie, I'm gonna have to interview you next time and do a reading, and then have to translate that.
Exactly.
So anyway, I just wanted to talk about, first of all, you have a show coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's our monthly show. It's our monthly Ballistic Comedy Show at the Comedy Store. Those who've been to the show know that it's always a great time. And we had you on the show May 15th of last year. And the last show we had was in December, and my good friend Russell Peters was our headliner. Yeah, so he came out. This Sunday show, we have Maz Jobrani coming out. It's another good friend of mine. He's one of the most successful Persian stand-up comedians, if not the most successful touring Persian stand-up comedians in the world today.
Yes.
And that man, he just hustles, and he's like my comedy big brother.
Aww.
He's looked out for me, and every time I had a question about something, he was always there to ask it, and was always there to help out. And I credit my career, a large portion of my career, to him.
Very cool.
Yeah, him and Sam Tripoli, actually. Sam gave me my first shot, yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, met Sam at a club in 2003 and found that I'm Armenian. He goes, hey, I'm doing an Armenian benefit show. Why don't you come out and do it? And I was 3 shows in. And
Is Sam Armenian?
Sam is Armenian.
Half, right?
Sam's mother is Armenian and his father's Sicilian.
Oh, that's right.
And
okay.
so he doesn't speak it, but his heart is Armenian, and he grew up Armenian. And so he gave me my first shot, and he pretty much threw me in front of 350 Armenians, and he goes, "Go be funny," with no material, and
oh my god,
yeah, it was sweating bullets.
Wow.
And, it was. We have a saying in the business: you shit the bed. And,
yes.
I pretty much shit the bed. If I wasn't Armenian, they'd probably throw tomatoes at me.
Oh my goodness. So before that, you never had done any comedy?
I was 2 shows in or 3 shows in, I think, at the time.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
Doing open mics to 10, 15, 20 people, then you get to 350 Armenians. And Armenians are like Arabs. They come out there with their arms folded like, okay, make me laugh.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
go.
Be
okay.
funny.
Yeah,
Tell
be
me joke.
funny. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, tough.
And they always expect like jokes. It's like the way they do is like anecdotes,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
love anecdotes.
That's how we were raised.
Yeah.
Very anecdotal.
Yeah, my family's always like throwing all these anecdotes at me. Like they're like, say this one and say this one. I'm just like,
exactly.
It's never really the same in Armenian, and to translate in English, it's like the dog and the ass and what? Like
exactly. It loses something in the translation.
It's like,
exactly.
It doesn't mean anything, in English. So then, how did you go into producing?
It fell into it. I mean, years of performing in town, you build connections, and I approached a Comedy Store and said, look, I'd like to bring my show to the Comedy Store. And we were at the Haha for a year, and I'd like to thank the Haha for their hospitality. But at the end of the day, it wasn't working out. And we needed a new home for the Ballistic Comedy Show, and the Comedy Store opened the door.
It's a lot bigger venue too. So
it's a more respected venue, and I'm sorry, there's so much history in the Comedy Store. I'm honored. I'm honored and humbled to grace the main room stage every time I get up there.
I got chills when I was performing there, before, after, just during. It was almost like an out of body experience, just to be there, and then also hear Angelo talk about the stories. He was sharing about the past comedians that went through, that walked through there, and I think anybody who just even has a performance there, I think always has like a different feeling of life and perspective.
I mean, anybody who's everybody now in the film and television industry started at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, you name it, they've started there, and it's phenomenal.
It's good things are happening. And then recently you had a DVD.
Yes.
Woo! Check it out, guys. Look at that. Running on Armenian time.
Yes.
Ara Basil. Yes. You guys can find this. Where can they find it?
You can find it on my website, arabasil.com, and you go to the store, and they're $10.
Cool.
And with shipping, I think to Glendale will probably be $2. So it's been selling well. It's been well received in Europe and the Middle East.
Nice.
So a lot of European Armenians and Middle Eastern Armenians
supporting.
They've been supporting. So it's been interesting. It's nice to know that I'm being represented with my DVD to these.
And you tour. You've gone on tour a couple
times.
Yes,
I've gone on tour to pretty much New York and Boston and Canada, Montreal, Toronto. Pretty much anywhere there are Armenians, I've been.
Anywhere Armenians are sold.
Exactly.
That's how I say it. What else is going on? Let's see. You're at the Comedy Store, and then sometimes you're hosting other events, like charity events. Are you part of anything right now? Like,
Well, actually, it's funny you bring that up. On the 23rd of February, I will be in a show with Maz and Angela Tsaroukas at the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
And this is for the
Cool.
Children's Music Fund. It's a
Oh,
charity show,
awesome.
and all the proceeds benefit, children. I don't know what the whole thing
is there a website or something?
If you go to the Laugh Factory,
Okay, just
the
go to Laugh
website,
Factory.
you can find the information.
Check out
for
Laugh
this.
Factory.
Yeah, go to laughfactory.com.
Or is it on your website?
It's not on my
Oh.
website, but it's on my calendar. So
Okay, yeah.
if you want, you can go to my website as well and look into it. But the Laugh Factory has the flyer, I think, posted. It's going to be a great show. And
Sounds interesting.
yeah, and let's see, March 9th, I'm hosting my high school's gala banquet. So that's kind of
Aw,
cool. Yeah,
nice.
Pili Boss's gala banquet at
Boss.
Autobot Golden Palace. So.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And then March 16th, I will be opening the next show for next month.
Correct.
He just asked me, so and I said yes, hello.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about that because I'll be doing some new material, and because my act is very musical based. I'm writing a one-woman show, musical kind of thing, Meli Belli show. So it's always fun to open the show and warm up the crowd. I like opening, actually. I've always wanted to be an opener.
Oh, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I love
Crowd's
it.
not drunk yet.
I love it though. I think it's like I don't know, for some reason maybe it's the cheerleader in me back in the day, where
Yeah.
I just wanted to warm up the crowd and get everybody pumped, and then I get to kick back and enjoy the show.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
Have,
exactly.
have a good time and meet people.
And that's what I do. I go
Yeah.
out there and I do 20 minutes and I just drink myself stupid.
I think this is the only kind of profession that you can drink yourself stupid and still have a great time.
That's true.
Yeah, but you gotta control it.
Well, that and an air traffic controller.
Oh yeah, no. No, that's not a good idea. All right, so let's see what else is going on. I think we've said what we need to say.
Sure.
Any shout outs to anybody who's your influence besides Sam that gave you your shot and Maz? Any other comedians that were your influence that?
Well, my influence, geez, I mean, George Carlin. First off, right off the bat, George Carlin. Growing up watching him, Eddie Murphy. Loved watching Eddie Murphy when I was a kid with my dad. I watched Delirious and Raw. God knows how many times the VHS tapes were warped. By the time I was 9 years old. Yeah. Who
Did you
else?
hear In Living Colors coming back?
Yeah, I heard.
They had auditions recently.
Yeah.
Some friends
I
of
don't,
mine.
I'm looking forward to it. I was a
I
big
hope-
fan of
yeah, I
the
hope it
90s
works.
sketch comedy show, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm
So,
crossing my fingers because I enjoyed In Living Colors. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they get a nice new batch of talent. A few of my friends auditioned, so I'm crossing my fingers for them too. You know.
Should be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Cool. And who would you want to work with if there was any other comedians out there that you would want them to be in your show? Maybe this is your chance to put it out there. Shout out.
Oh, geez, I don't know. There's so many. I can't even name
right.
anybody at this point. There's just so many talented individuals out there in town. I just. Oh, geez, that's a tough
Okay,
question.
it's all right. Well,
That's
you know
that's
what?
a tough question.
We can end it right there. Just wanted to thank you for being available tonight and
Oh, well, thank you for having me, Melina.
fun little interview.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, peace. Y'all have a good night.
See you later.
Take care. Happy Valentine's. What?